All right, Pisces, I am so sorry that you have to watch 2 videos this month. That is, I'm sorry, I think my timer just started. Sorry you have to watch 2 videos. That is kind of the lymphac of live streaming. I live stream and keep it private until I'm done, and then I change it to public. Not that I couldn't do public, but I just like to make sure that it's a decent video. Before I make it public. I have been known to delete them and then do them again, not necessarily readings, but anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. Because I cannot, like, I don't have YouTube, whatever, premium or whatever, to be able to download from YouTube. I don't have that feature. So I would either have to start over, and I'm not. I was 20 minutes in. I'm not starting over. So we're going to keep going. I've got this deck, Oracle of the Dragon Fae. We're going to get clarification on these 3 cards. And so we were just talking about this beautiful sorceress. And I was talking about committing to I was babbling and didn't realize I wasn't online. And so what I was talking about was, if you have not yet committed to a daily meditation ritual, now is the time. This is going to be next 4 to 6 weeks. Okay. Up to the Lion's Gate, and on the other side, they say these portals, they can kind of wreck you for at least 3 days before and after. And so, and it may be a little longer because we're coming from solstice to the super moon to this Lion's Gate to another full moon to the Lion's Gate. It's like this bing, 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 bing. It's like this, it's a huge sequence of events that is really pushing us, catapulting us forward. Okay. So you need something that is going to keep you in your center. You need something that is going to keep you focused, while the beautiful souls that are doing this for the first time are losing their shit. Okay. So anyway, we're going to keep going. I just lost internet. Sorry. And if I'd only been like 10 minutes in, I probably would have started over, but I just couldn't bring myself to do that. All right. So let's get a clarification. No, I don't want that one. No. Okay. Let's get clarification for these messages, please, in the highest good of Pisces always, from the highest frequency of the cosmos. Let's get some beautiful guidance and messages for July. So this Oracle of the Dragon Fae is a really beautiful deck. Ooh, awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay. So clarifying Awen, the Snow White, the beautiful Snow White. We got Dragon Fae of Rebirth, whole again. Damn. Fuck yeah. Whole again. I mean, this is you guys really starting to purify your energy, right? Replacing bad with good stuff. Really shedding old stuff that isn't good for you now. You're seeing it more clearly, what you've been doing to yourself. And that is going to bring forth, first of all, it's 41, which breaks down to a 5. Guys, 41, both of them. Both of them are 41, 2 different decks. Seriously, I'm going to geek out about that the whole reading. 5. You got massive change in your life, okay? You are being reborn. Right? And this is the beginning. This is like now. Oh my God, Pisces. You're doing amazing. And I have to tell you, what's coming through too is like a huge DNA upgrade. Your DNA, the stuff that they tried to make us think was junk DNA, which is ridiculous. That DNA is really activating. It's already coming online. It's already activating. Okay. And the reason I get that from this card is because I did a class one time to how to communicate with your own DNA. And it's actually super easy, you guys. It's all intention. You just have to be in a meditative state maybe the first few times, but you don't even need to do that. But when you're in a meditative state, just say, I'd like to talk to my DNA. I don't know how easy is that. And then you'll see whatever you see. What I saw was 2 dragons, a red one and a blue one, in the double helix. And then they split apart and they flew around. Dragons like this. Japanese dragons with they're more like snakes kind of, right? In the way their bodies are. But well, I don't know if these are like that, but that's what my DNA looked like. But red and blue. I named them and everything. I'm not going to tell you what I named them because I don't want you to steal the names. But so I talk to my dragons, my DNA dragons, all the time. And one thing I say to them, this might be a good exercise for you guys. One thing I say to them is, anything that enters my body that is intended to do harm or that will do harm, they are to wrap in a bubble, and we are to release it out the elimination system. If you know what that means. Basically, I need to get it out in the toilet. So I have them on high alert all the time. Well, not on high alert all the time, but you know what I mean. They're always watching for anything that might do harm. They wrap it in a bubble. We get rid of it right away. So I've got that on kind of a perpetual mission. 41, you guys. I'm just 41. Both of them. What are the odds? Okay, we'll move on. And we're going to get more clarification too, because that's amazing. Like, you are whole again. This DNA activation, this big change, you are doing amazing things in your life. You are changing your life. You are doing it. Yes, you have a lot of help, because we need it, guys. We're not here to do anything by ourselves like that. This transformation we've got to do together. Okay. Yes, we're doing it. We say, it's kind of funny because there's a fine line, right? Like we say, your only job is to heal yourself. Oh, but then you got to help everybody else heal. Yes, because that's the adventure we chose. But really, even if we're just connected on the soul level, on the etheric level, we are here totally supporting and helping each other. Okay. Whether we see it or not. And so then you got, oddly, clarification on this guy, right? This beautiful, he's like a redhead. It's like a ginger unicorn. Well, guess what? Then you got freaking Bridget. Like, how is that amazing? Like, just, and the same colors, the orange and the blue. Oh my gosh. So she says, we are one. What did I just say? What did I just say, Pisces? We are Guardian Champion. I'm trying to get the story going here, right? I'm going to try and get the flow as we move through. We are one. And look at her standing with her hands on her hips like, fuck yeah. Like, if you don't know this by now, I'm here to tell you, this is the truth. And you know what? This is the only truth. Everything else is an illusion. We are one. There is only one entity, one energy. I almost said we broke away, but we're kind of avatars. We're like extensions, right? That came down to this reality to experience ourselves. But ultimately we are one. And she's got a really cool, like, she's got kind of bird feathers. And she's got a dragon. Holy cow, this is Oracle the Dragon Fade deck. I get it. But she's got a dragon on her dress right in the center. She's got this beautiful amulet that is right on her heart chakra, plus this blue, which is very much throat chakra, just a lot of blue. Yeah. Okay. So she's 29, which is 11, which is an amazing number. The unicorn was 43, but you're going to this master number. 11 is angelic guides. 11 is 11. When 11 comes through in a reading like this, okay, Pisces, whoever's watching this, you have a bigger mission than most. Okay. I'm just talking to all of you. I don't care if there's 3,000 people watching. You all have a bigger mission than most. That's why 11 is coming through. We are one. This power of the ginger, power of just this. I mean, redheads were so feared. They used to take redheads, even if they were born in royal families, they would take in places, I don't know exactly where, but they would take them and put them in the slave trade and put them in prostitution because they were so afraid of them. They knew they had to, or they'd kill them because they knew they were so afraid of them because they knew how powerful they were. And so they would tell people, oh, well, they don't have souls and they're demonic. They're from the devil. That's why they have the red hair. It's like, what? No, it's because they're fucking powerful. So if you're a redhead too, oh my God, like, get out of here because you have a huge mission coming. I mean, you got a freaking redheaded unicorn. I don't know who, I've never seen a ginger unicorn before. And this dress too, it's like, oh yeah, something's coming through. She's got beautiful blue eyes too, but she's got this wing, I would say tattoo, but it's more like she's got feathers, like bird feathers on her left eye, which is feminine, the feminine side, right? The receiving side. The receiving side is being freed. That's what I'm getting. And talking about this whole ginger thing too, where they were so feared. What you're healing, what you're working on what you're deactivating is this freeing your divine feminine within, okay? Which is also going to lend to the freedom of the divine feminine without, which of course there is no without, right? Because we are one. But that's the ripple effect, as within, so without, micro, macro. We are healing within. It's our only job, you guys, is to heal yourself because we are one. When you're healing yourself, you're healing everybody. Okay, you're healing. There's nothing but you. I am you, you are me. Okay. And so The dress, it's interesting what I'm getting, because the dress, see how she's like fully covered? Like there's so many cards like that are just like naked women, right? But she is fully covered. And there's something going on there. What is that about? Because it's not about shame or, well, it's about releasing that shame, right? And just being who you are no matter what. Like we have this stigma, right? Like, oh, if you're fully covered, you're a prude, or if you're not, you're a whore. And if you're, all these kind of things, the way we dress. And, the message coming through pretty strong is that do you, everybody's got a unique personality and how they want to present themselves in this reality, right? In this life. And she's incredibly sexy, yet she's fully covered. So sex appeal is not from the physical body, you guys. It's not the physical body. Stop beating yourself up about maybe how your body looks or how you feel about your body or other people saying things about your body. Fuck them, first of all. Look how sexy she is, and she is fully covered. Okay, and she is just oozing sex appeal. I mean, the hair doesn't hurt. But yeah, so that's good messages. We're going to move on because I'm going to have 2 videos. I'm so sorry. So to clarify, this beautiful sorceress who's like just one with her surroundings and just feeling so right with herself and right in her own energy, you got the Lovers. Oh my God, are you kidding me? You guys. Seriously, Pisces, 3. They're both number 3. I need a minute. This stuff really geeks me out. What synchronicity? Fucking 8. Number 3. What is going on, Pisces? Magical shit. That's what I'm telling you. So the Lovers love each other. If that isn't a beautiful message, you know what? We make things so complicated. Just love each other. Love encompasses all the good stuff. Okay? Respect, honor, all of that stuff. Support, everything falls under love. If you're not truly loving each other every minute of every day, then yeah, it's going to be hard. Why can't you just love each other? Okay. So yeah, the Lovers is coming through. I want to see if there's any more messages. There's a beautiful golden dragon in the background. They're kind of oblivious to it. They're like, whatevs. We live in a world of dragons. No big deal. She's another very kind of profound ginger. You've got a lot of gingers. You've even got this red dragon. I mean, okay. So a ton of that going on. Just ginger. What is the ginger? The ginger spirit. And I'm not saying all of you are redheads, right? You don't have to be to have this energy. This is just kind of a badass, magical, empowered, divine, feminine energy that comes through. Because they say Mary Magdalene was a redhead. And so Mary Magdalene carries a lot of that divine feminine. She is the feminine half of the Christ consciousness, you guys. Christ consciousness is not just Yeshua. It was the 2 of them together. That was always how it was intended to be. And they wiped her out of the book except for calling her a whore because they were terrified of us realizing our true power. That we all can harness the power of the divine feminine, of a badass redhead, okay? But yeah, let's see. See that light out there too? There's like something, let me see. Seriously, they're both number 3. I don't even, look up 3. What comes to me for 3, power of 3, Trinity, right? So you got the Lovers. I mean, that's a perfect 3 because it's the 2 of you and then source, right? Like to make the triad. Triskelion comes to mind. That's a symbol. If you don't know what that is, that's a symbol that is a very divine feminine symbol. So 3 is coming through as very divine feminine. I mean, this card too, very feminine, right? Lots of feminine empowerment and feminine energy. So let's see, it's cloudy. The dragon is, it's interesting because it almost looks like that's a fire he has set. But you guys aren't like, the Lovers are like, no, we're not going to look. We're not going to look. So so that's what's coming through. She's even got her eyes closed. Look at that. There's definitely some healing that needs to happen. And so he's got his eyes open, but barely, right? And she's got her eyes closed. So there's stuff that you're still healing. If you're in a couple, if you're in a partnership, there's definitely stuff you're still healing. If you are single right now and are looking for a partner, you have got some healing to do first before you're ready to allow that. Okay. Don't beat yourself up. Don't try to rush yourself. It's going to happen in perfect timing. Okay. Because whoever you're calling in, they're not ready yet either. I promise you. What's going on here? This little guy, it's like sticking out. I don't know what's happening. There we go. And so, and she's even got a red dress. It's like so much red, so much redheadness. And so there's healing to be done yet before something in my eye, before they turn and see the magic that's going on out here. There's something they're denying. Okay. There's some truth they're denying that about their relationship. Okay. That just really needs to be delved into. Dive in, both of you. Hold hands and dive in and take care of this shit. Okay. Shovel the shit out of your energy so that you can really connect on the deep soul level. Because for a lot of you, you have that connection. It was instantaneous, right? And so again, like for those of you who are single, if you're trying to call this in, who doesn't want a beautiful connection like that, right? If you're trying to call this in, you're not ready yet and they're not ready yet. Okay. You've got healing to do. You've got something that you're denying, something that you refuse to look at. Okay. And I do feel like primarily Divine Feminine watch these kinds of videos, right? Not always, obviously not across the board, but I do always kind of feel like I'm talking to women. Okay, so sorry, men. I'm talking to you too, but if I phrase things like I'm only talking to women, just know that it's always meant for you as well. But, as far as the Divine Feminine and those who resonate as divine beings, there's something that you're denying. There's something that you're refusing to look at. Okay, not necessarily, and this is for the single people, not necessarily about how you act in a relationship. If you're single, it could be something totally not related that is just blocking you from allowing that beautiful partner to come in. If you're in a partnership, excuse me, my throat started to go. If you're in a partnership, then there's something that the two of you need to look at. Okay, there's definitely something. It's something that I feel like it's reared its head and then gone back down, and reared its head and then gone back down. And so it needs to be hashed out once and for all. It needs to be cleared and healed once and for all. All right. So God, I love this story so far. We're going to take this deck now. If I lose internet again, I swear to God. 2 is enough videos for 1 month, right? My Sacred Traveler deck, which is my fave. We're going to get some more clarification for this story. Let's fill in these gaps and get this full story for July for Pisces, please, Spirit. In their highest good, always give us clarification and expansion on these messages. Okay. I forget to end up with the same bottom because I go like this and then I always end at the bottom. And then I'm like, oh, I haven't moved the bottom cards. So I got to consciously throw them over. All right. Not that you need to know my deck was upside down. It's all good. I don't read reverse. The messages come through anyway. All right. What is clarifying this first row, this early July, where you got 2 41s? I just am still that wow. And 2 3s. Not just in the reading, in the same row next to each other, you guys, both of them. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Okay, so I know for a lot of you, you've already been embarking on this. Trimming the fat, we call it, right? Getting rid of this excess stuff in your life you don't need. We're already, I think, in general, because of this lockdown, living a lot simpler. We've learned what we can live without. We've been kind of locked down. We've been locked up, right? We've been made to stay at home. We've been, there was no school. And so you're kind of forced to, I think a lot of people did a deep house cleaning, like cleaning out closets. And just because you're home, what else you're going to do? And it's simplifying. We've been in kind of a natural purge mode for quite a while. This is just another confirmation that you can simplify more yet. Okay. You can simplify even more. And this could be literally cleaning out your closets again. This could be shedding people. Okay. This could be moving away from toxic environment, moving away from a toxic situation. A lot of times it's not for us to heal, and we don't need to put ourselves through that. We can leave. People used to say, oh, well, you can't you can't move, you're just running away from your problems. Not always, because a lot of times it's not your problems. It's everybody else's, and you get wrapped into it and pulled in, and then you end up becoming part of it kind of by association. And when you leave that situation, then you are able to move forward a lot faster. And so I feel like that could be it for some of you, is removing yourselves from a very toxic kind of soup that's going on, whether your family or your friends group. For a lot of you, it's a friends group, you guys, maybe a long time friends group, okay, that's been together a long time. It's time. You guys you have a connection that served you well, and it's time to go your separate ways now, okay? So whatever it is, don't force any of this, right? Apply it to wherever it makes sense, or not at all if it doesn't make sense, okay? So like he's just passing this, like I feel like this is like a trash can, and he just kind of threw all of his shit in there, and he's just got his loot. He's just got his loot on his back, and he's whistling and he's walking. Not, heavily laden, not, doesn't have any heavy baggage. He just looks so light and carefree. So there's more simplification that can be done, okay? Clarifying the unicorn row. Impasse. Okay, let's dig into this. Reflect and redirect your energy. That's cool, because it's coming in after, this huge message about your guides coming in stronger than ever before, about your kind of deeper realization or more expanded perspective of we are one, right? A real clear vision of how everything you do affects everybody else. So do treat yourself very well, right? Like, it could also be coming through as a very positive message to, engage in more self-care. I think I've had to say this in every July. First of all, every sign is going through major transformation. Every single one. Okay. Nobody is exempt from this. Nobody is escaping this. We are all transforming in a major way from now up to the Lion's Gate and beyond. But this transformation is really taking hold right now in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Okay. And so everybody is going through it, and everybody is getting self-care, 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 self-care at some point in the reading. It's not always maybe the main point, but at some point in the reading, you're getting do better at self-care. And so I've said in every reading, I'm like, I often ask my guides, how long are you're like, when are you going to stop hounding me about self-care? And they always say, when you get it right, when you're doing it enough. So I'm not doing it enough. And I know that. Okay. And you know that. All right. So then we get this, again, this has got kind of a lot of reds and browns in it, which is cool, but it's this cute little squirrel chewing on a nut. Look at him. He's so cute. And some moron built a stone wall right across the path. Right across that path. Reflect and redirect your energy. Here's what I'm getting, though. I don't like these words down here. They don't seem to resonate with me for this reading. For you guys, this is what I'm getting. This is not a very tall wall. Climb over it. Okay? You don't have to break through it. You don't have to dig under it. You don't have to stand there and scream for help. Just climb over it. It's not very tall. It's an obstacle. It's not an impasse. We're not talking about a sharp, because the path still picks up on the other side. It's not about going off-roading. It's not about leaving your path. I do feel like this is your path. This is just an obstacle, okay? So it's about, and a lot of times we hit an obstacle and we want to barrel right on through, and we want to really figure it out, and we want to get rid of it, and we want to move it, and we want to get it out of the way so we can keep going because we're so motivated. But in this case, I see you needing to, okay, you're hitting the brick wall. You need to take a step back. Look at what it is. Look at what needs to be healed here, okay? And embrace it, allow it. Again, the big thing is, I think I said this in the beginning. Now because I've got 2 videos going, I don't remember if it was my Aries reading or if the part 1 of the Pisces reading, but the thinking is that we want to get rid of all these things. And that is a surefire way to never get rid of them, is to be in that mentality that, oh, I have to get rid of this. I don't want this in my energy. I don't like this. I resent this. I hate this. It's dragging me down and I want it gone. Okay. That is going to keep it holding on tooth and nail. Okay. You have to take 3 deep breaths, go into meditative state, ask to see it, ask to see this obstacle. Okay. When you feel like you're slamming into a brick wall, Again, this is mid-July, mid to kind of into the late end of July, before July 24th full moon, I'm pretty sure for most of you. Okay. Don't quote me on that for everybody, but for most of you before, and maybe even the full moon is going to help you break through this. My ear is clicking right now. Yes. Okay. They're just like, keep going. You're doing fine. And so the exercise is allow it. Go into that meditative state, ask to see it, and then say, you're welcome to stay as long as you want. I am severing all attachment to you. Stay as long as you need, and then you're welcome to leave when you're ready to leave. And guess what? It'll do that. Okay, you might have to do that visualization a few times. It depends on how deep-seated this obstacle is. If it's actually kind of a deep healing, right? Something that's been a part of you for a long time, then yeah, you're going to have to do a little work, okay? But it's this is not impassable. You can climb right over it when it's time, okay, and leave it in the past. And actually, it's going to once you climb over it, once you overcome it, right? It's not going to be, you could look back and you won't see it, but we don't ever look back anyway. It's not what we do. You're not coming back this way. So once you climb over it, just keep moving forward. But to climb over it, you have to allow it to be there. You can't break this wall. This is somebody's beautiful handiwork. This is somebody's beautiful stone wall. You don't want to break it. Yeah, was it inconsiderate of them to build it across your path? Hell yeah. But they didn't do it on purpose, right? This is not intentional. This is an obstacle for you to overcome. And your path picks up right on the other side. You can look over and see it. That's a short wall. Okay, unless you're a dwarf. Sorry, that is really, I apologize. That was very insensitive of me. You can climb over this no matter what. I'm just going to let that go. You can climb over this no matter what. Yeah, everything is pointing, just climb over that wall. So just do that visualization, real quick, and just say, I allow you to be here. Allow it. Every time I say that, my ear starts clicking. Allow it, and then you can conquer it. Then you can, and I don't even like that word conquer, but overcome. That's what I'm trying to, then you can overcome it and literally just step right over. It's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller the more you allow it to be there. Because when you allow it to be there, then it becomes free. And you become free of it. When you allow it to be there truly and wholly, you have severed all your attachments to it. Okay. That's important. And so then you've got this, the 2 3s, the sorceress, committing to a daily meditation, and the lovers, deep healing going on there. Definitely positive. If you're meant, all I can say is if you're meant to be with somebody, you will be, right? If you're not, you won't be. However, if you don't want to leave, if you want to stay, if you like this person, if you're with somebody, then do the work, right? And I'm not saying we're putting all this forcing relationships to work. We're putting all that's in the old energy. That's old energy. We don't want that. What I'm saying is take what you're triggering in each other very seriously and dig in and heal it. Because chances are you still have a chance to have a beautiful relationship with this person, but there is something that you're refusing to look at back here. And it's magical. It's magical, but this dragon is like starting a fire back here. So it's definitely something that he's trying to get your attention. It's been trying to get your attention for a while now, and you know it. Okay, I think you know what it is. So clarifying that, the last card of the story, guess what? You have a happy ending, Pisces. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life, coming in right after this, okay? Really dive in and do this healing. Commit to this for yourself, not for the other person and not for the union, okay? That's important, because a lot of times we're like, well, I'm going to do this so that we can stay together. Please don't do that. Please don't put all your focus and all your energy on that expectation, okay? That is bad for you. Okay, that's going to keep you stuck in a potentially toxic situation. Okay, what you want to focus on is how do you want to feel? What kind of partner do you want to have? How do you want to feel with a partner? But do it for you, for your growth, for your expansion, and for your healing. Do it for yourself, because remember, when you heal yourself, which is your only job, you're healing the other person, especially if you have a divine counterpart, but you're healing everybody. You're taking a chunk out of the collective trauma and healing it every time you heal something in you, because we are one. Okay. Which is literally the anchor of your reading. It's right in the middle. This is the focus of your month, is just keep telling yourself, I'm fucking magical. First of all, I'm sexy. I'm beautiful. I'm an incredible being of light. I'm an incredible god or goddess. Okay. I don't need to dress a certain way to look beautiful. I am beautiful no matter what. And we are one. And you are beautiful no matter what, because we are one, right? We are all ultimately soul family, all of us. Okay. Yes, we have stronger connections with those that we were together with longer as we descended, right? And until we split. Each monad then is split into 12 is the common belief. Definitely you're going to have a stronger connection with those other 11 souls. But ultimately, every soul that exists, we are all soul family. We all ultimately came from the same womb that is source. Okay. So we are one. Just keep reminding yourself that. Okay. I remember, and there's a cute little exercise that I remember reading. I don't remember who it was, but my husband and I practice this all the time driving. Okay. When you're driving, somebody cuts you off or somebody does something stupid, rather than getting upset, or if you find yourself getting upset, before you lay on your horn and scream at them and cuss and stuff, immediately think in your head, there I go again, being inconsiderate or being careless or not paying attention, whatever adjective you want to use, apply it to you, because they're you, right? And what it does, even though it's not technically on this plane of existence correct, right? It lightens your energy instantly. Like it always makes us giggle when we say that, oh, well, there I go, being a dick again. My husband will say, and we'll both giggle, and it immediately lightens the mood. And then you don't get angry and you don't go down the road letting other things make you travel down that road of anger and ruining the rest of your day. Okay. So just keep reminding your little things throughout the day. Seriously, it keeps your energy up, and we need that big time right now. I mean, I don't even know. I don't need to explain this, do I? I don't even need to look at the picture. It's like freaking abundance. It's like community, soul family coming together. You're going to be starting collaborations. Everybody is going to have collaborations, I think, just about everybody. If you haven't already met people that you can collaborate with in a spiritual project, okay, then you will start. Okay. So you start with this, the 241s. Oh my gosh, that is going to geek me out forever. Excuse me. You start with this beautiful, okay, you're just beginning to kind of make changes in your life. You're just beginning to realize that you deserve to be taken care of, and you have to start with taking care of yourself. Okay. So you're beginning to purify your energy field. You're beginning to connect with that princess at the core of your energy, your diamond. Okay. And as you wash the diamond off, all the crud off, by the end, you will be a queen. Okay. That is this journey right here in July, is you going from a princess, and maybe she is kind of, I remember how she kind of runs away. Snow White runs away into the woods and, meets the animals and everything. Maybe she is still kind of in hiding, but, her face is like, okay, I just figured something out, right? Like that's what she looks like. She's thinking, oh, I got this. I know what I need to do. And start treating myself better. And that will be huge. Self-care, your message starts with self-care, and it takes you through this whole journey of just this DNA rebirth. I mean, self-care is huge for feeling renewed and refreshed and brand new, new you. Okay. So yeah, simplifying. I'm just going to go through all of them. Simplifying, right? You have everything you need. Your guides are here. They're watching what's coming, and they're going to give you everything you need to be ready for it. Okay. It's all good stuff. Okay. We are one. This is literally right in the middle of the grid. This is the anchor of your reading. You are beautiful and sexy and cherished and loved. And we are one. Okay. Remember that. And Bridget is definitely very fire, a lot of fire energy. Okay. A lot of fire energy, right? A lot of fire energy. Okay. It's just, there's a lot of fire going on. Again, the wall in the middle of your path, it's just an obstacle. Talk to it. Talk to it. Let it stay. Because then you can just step right over it. And then the 2 3s, we get to the 2 3s. They're realizing this is the, committing to a daily meditation practice. If you don't already, even if it is just walking in nature, it doesn't necessarily mean on a yoga mat in the middle of a magical room with your legs crossed and chanting Om. That's not meditation for everybody. That's not what you need to do. Go out in nature, maybe, is what she's telling you by her becoming. But it's also about, really tuning into your own energy and getting to know you. Just allowing your mind to kind of go however long it needs to, and really becoming you. Okay, I know we're getting up to an hour here. I think we already are. Not that I got to add 2 videos. And then you've got this relationship stuff going on. Again, if you're with somebody, then you have a deep healing coming, okay? You're not going to push it down anymore. This dragon is now setting fire to the woods behind you, okay? That whole forest is going to be on fire. You're not going to be able to ignore it anymore, okay? So you will be forced to look at it. And if you're looking for love and you're single, then only doing this healing, obviously this healing is not with somebody else, but it's within your own energy, and you need to go through it in order to attract this divine partner, okay? And if you're not, ignore that if you're not looking for a divine partner at all. And then your story ends coming up to the Lion's Gate with this incredible abundance coming in. And I do feel like this is the Lion's Gate opening. This abundance is just going to pour in because you've done all this work. Because you've climbed over the wall, because you've tuned into your own energy and gotten to know yourself better, because you've allowed resistance to be there, because you've allowed things to be there, then they'll go. Then you can more easily remove them, right? And because you've committed to this other person, but committing to yourself is the key here, okay? Again, do not embark on this healing with that in mind, that you're doing it for the union. It just can't be the focal point. It can't be the reason. You have to be doing it for you, because the whole point is to go into this deep healing with this other person, knowing that it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be together on the other side, okay? Because it's for each of you individually healing. It's not in order to stay together. It is what each of you came here to heal for each other and with each other, okay, to help each other heal. It's not a guarantee of happily ever after, okay? You have to be okay with that. I know that's hard. I know that's a lot to ask, but you're going to get there. That's why it's coming in at the end, right, toward the Lion's Gate. You're going to be asked to heal that. And then that's when you're really going to be cracked open to abundance. Ooh, I just got a big wave of energy too when I said that. Damn. Goodness gracious. I'm going to pull a wrap-up card. I'm going to pull a wrap-up. Should we do the fairy deck? This one's sitting here. The dragon fae. Let's get another dragon. Definitely, because I was pulled to this deck, dragons are coming through as your spirit guide, big time. And all the fairy creatures, dragons are on the other side of the veil, as are unicorns. All the fairy creatures coming through for you. But let's get a beautiful wrap-up card. Just a final message for Pisces, please. Final message for Pisces. That would be wunderbar. And then we will call it. I apologize again for the 2 videos. No bueno, but... Ooh, clarity, 43, which is another 7. You had a 43 already, didn't you? You had a 9, a 29, maybe not. I thought you had a 7, maybe not. Yeah, 43. Oh my God, you guys. You have 2 43s now. Okay, 2 41s, 2 3s, and 2 43s. I mean, if that isn't enough synchronicity to tell you that you are fucking doing it, you're doing it. You did not come here to fail, you guys. You are leading the... you who are light workers, who resonate with the term light workers, you are on the front lines, leading humanity to this ascension, to this new 5D reality. Okay. You are out there doing it. This is also coming through as very much, Gaia centered, very green, very heart centered, but Fernia, clarity. But I cannot fucking believe it's a 43. You got a 43. Guess what the 43 is? The other 43 is the unicorn. So very strong guides. I mean, Fernia, duh. I'm guessing that's her name because she's a fern sprite of some sort. A fern fairy. Oh my God. And she's even got green hair, but it's beautiful. She's like lying in the grass, just like, it's It's all good. It's all good. Just surrender. She's telling you to surrender to it all, and that will bring in clarity. Okay. You're going to have a lot more clearer vision if you can just surrender. And again, you will have resistance, because we will always have resistance as long as we have a physical body. You will have resistance. Don't resist the resistance. Don't beat yourself up for having resistance. Just like the wall, which is in effect resistance. Tune into it, talk to it, allow it in your energy. Allow it to be there. Okay? Let it be there. Say, stay as long as you want. And know that when you really feel that, like when you really are good with that, with it staying, you have severed the connection with it. Okay. And do a cord cutting if you want. Do it. Like, you could even do a cord cutting with whatever this is that comes up, whatever this obstacle is, do a cord cutting with it. And then you'll be able to step over it easier. Whatever this, whatever is bringing clarity, or the cutting the cords is going to bring clarity, because every attachment we have clouds our energy and gives us that foggy brain, and we can't focus. Okay. So anytime you cut attachments with people, places, things, beliefs, you're bringing in more clarity. Okay. So cord cutting is important. If you do not know how to do that, if you know somebody you think who knows how to do it, seek them out, contact them, and ask for, do a session with them or whatever it takes. Ask for cord cutting advice. I have 2 cord cutting meditations on my other channel called Parenting Through Ascension. The link to the YouTube channel is below. You just have to scroll and find they're called cord cutting meditations. Okay. There's 2 of them. Just pick one, and all you have to do is listen and let the meditation do the work for you. Okay. And I recommend doing a cord cutting of some sort every day. I know that's hard. I don't even do that. I would love to, but I don't even do that. All right. So that is your story, Pisces. I hope this helps. Again, these readings are not intended to scare you and to make you hide out until these energies are gone. It's intended to empower you and to give you the tools you need to sail through what's coming, to thrive during the, chaotic energies. Okay. And chaotic energies are here, but it's only going to get worse. Okay. But you don't have to be connected to that, because you're going to be committing and engaging in your own deep healing. Okay. You're not connected to that shit going on over here. Okay. That 3D stuff, because you've already done this before. They have to do this themselves, and then they'll catch up a little bit. They'll be able to see us, and then they'll start asking for help. And then we can, prime directive, we have it too. We can't interfere we can't do it for them. Okay. We can't carry them through it. This is for them to work through. Okay. There you go, Pisces. Again, I apologize for the 2 videos. Nothing I can do. I'm not tech savvy yet where I can figure that out. I do not have the super special YouTube where I can download videos. And so you just have 2 videos this month. Sorry. I love you. So enjoy. You've got everything you need. You've got seriously 3 double numbers coming. That is synchronicity telling you that, that's just synchronicity. That is repeating numbers that really just tell you you're going the right way. You're doing a great job. Keep going. Okay. You're doing it. I promise. Okay. Whether you believe it or not right now, I am telling you, you're doing it. Okay. So I will see you next month for your August reading. Thank you, Pisces. Don't forget your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, whatever you feel called to do. If you feel like you have someone you know and love who would benefit from these messages, please share. Okay. And we will get these messages out so that people can stand in their sovereignty during these and not suffer and not struggle through these energies. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Pisces. I will see you next month.